This creek has only probably flowed about 8 times in that since we started the change of grazing management. Since the Peter Andrews work that was done here, we had one very large flood. We've had 2, I'll call them floods, they're strong freshers, and then half a dozen little tiny gentle flows. And I have a measure over the other side. There's a bit of electric tape across the creek. If it gets knocked over, I'll call it a strong fresh. If it doesn't, I'll call it a gentle flow. And that's pretty much how it works. Yeah. And with the gentle flows, it just rises up and sinks down. And I really love them because the water's still coming in turbid and leaving a lot cleaner.
Yeah, and with those issues like the gentle flows, like whenever we redesign a creek to capture the debris that flows into that creek from neighboring areas, like we want to have those nice flows to bring water to that structure, to have the grasses, the biology starting the whole thing. But if the first hit is this big storm with a big flood, then that stuff can wash away easily. No matter how careful we are, we don't want a very big flood as the first water contact for the new structure. Because we want that biology to start the plant growth, to get the roots in, to get the structures stabilized before a big one comes. And of course, in terms of risks with CMAs, when they always want to minimize that because you can't do that because it will make more floods. Well, we have to take that risk to start building things with the minimum damage possible, and then hope for that the first rains will be just soaking in and building the biology, making the roots, and the new species come up, the weeds come up, what we call weeds, to anchor everything in the soil. So in that principle, we don't use herbicides because herbicides to kill the weeds that we don't want, they are the anchoring start of the new structures.
Well, we've got plenty of examples of that here. We've got some thistles. I'm not sure what this is. I thought it was an amaranth, but it's not because I don't recognise the flower type. I'll have to come back and have a look at it in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Some Patterson's Curse, some plantains, and notwithstanding that, we've got some kikuyu and barley grass, all sorts of things. There'd probably be maybe 30 or 40 different types of grasses, herbs and forbs growing here. Some of them annuals, some of them perennials, some of them introduced, a lot of them native.
Yeah.